So, big facts, what's up, everybody? So, T.I. questions why the KKK hasn't been charged with RICO. Well, first of all, T.I., KKK hasn't really been effective since the 1920s. For one thing, 1800s. I would go so far as to say maybe even in the 60s, 1960s. But let me tell you something. KKK ain't going around making hip hop music, talking about selling drugs to our communities. They're not going around talking about shooting other black people, killing other black people. They're not making popular hip hop songs that sells to millions of people, talking about what they've done, all the crimes they've committed, all the gangs that they've created. They're not saying that. KKK really doesn't have a voice today, to be real with you. Hip hop has more of a voice than the KKK, and hip hop has done more damage than the gang called the KKK. I would go far as to say Bloods and Crips have done more damage killing black people than the KKK has done. I would go so far as to say that, or they about as equal. But in our communities, we're not being terrorized by the KKK. Ordinary citizens in Chicago, in those communities like that, or in the hoods worldwide, are pretty much neighborhoods worldwide, are pretty much low-income neighborhoods worldwide, are not worried about the KKK. They're worried about Ray Ray. They're worried about Pookie. That's who they worried about. They worried about somebody breaking in their car, breaking in their house, and he usually has the same skin color I have. That's who the black community, black folks around the world are worried about. Worried about our own people doing these things in our own neighborhoods. And then, on top of that, y'all made it fashionable to rap about it. And I ain't gonna lie, it sounds good, but the rappers are now living their songs. They're emulating their art. You know? Now they're forming gangs. And they go out here and do these things, then brag about it in a record. And I understand why T.I. is worried, because T.I. is one of these guys that said what he does on this record, or talks about selling dope, or talks about some self-snitching crap that he did in his songs in real life. That self-snitches, like all these other rappers that self-snitches, Jeezy, Gucci Man, OJ the Juice Man. All these guys should not be surprised when the feds bamming on their damn door, or when the feds followed them, for that matter, because y'all talk about the crap that y'all do. Y'all snitch on yourself, stupid. So don't worry about the KKK. You want to change the world, start with the man in the mirror, like Michael Jackson said. Don't worry about what the KKK do. Don't worry about what the fuck they be doing. Worry about what you be doing. Because ain't nobody worried about the KKK, man. That's the damn dinosaur. That's the damn dinosaur, and you know it. Don't try to deflect from the misery and atrocities and annihilation that you and others like you have caused to the black community. or have attributed to the black community. You know, you contributed to the violence, to the ignorance of these young people. You contributed to it. Yes, sir. So now the chickens are coming home to roost, and that same white man, my white man that sits up there high, he's coming for y'all. Now y'all worried. Now 50 Cent going back. I ain't gang songs. I ain't gang. Yeah, a lot of y'all gonna be saying y'all ain't gang. When them feds come knocking on your door. Stupid. But that's what. This is what happens. Everybody needs to be punished, from the higher on up to the bottom, from the record executives that push that music out there in the first place. That push, not only the music, they getting the most ignorant kids and giving them big record contracts. And these kids are troubled youth. They don't need recording contracts. They need counseling. They need guidance. But they giving these kids millions of dollars, and these kids are already affiliated in the streets and very ignorant, have an ignorant mindset, and they go out there and perform crimes while they got $1 million in the bank and living in a nice neighborhood. They still want to go out here and affiliate themselves with the street, with the gangs, with the thugs or whatever, and do these horrific crimes of murder and get back. Oh, it's awful, man. So that's when the feds come around. Yeah. Y'all gonna learn. Peace.